I paid my son's annual tuition fees in advance, but the school closed mid-year. What can I do to recover my money? Well, should be easy enough. The school should just voluntarily come forward and obviously refund you the money. But since you asked me this question, I'm assuming that didn't happen, surprisingly. So, I mean, first you need to document this with the school if you haven't done that already. So you just make sure to write letters upon letters, by email, requesting a refund for a specific amount due to obviously the school closing, and also include evidence that you have paid a year up front. So you have some sort of documents to kind of to go on. And so option one is that in response to enough of these letters and follow-ups, the school will come forward and voluntarily refund you the amount. And that's option one. Option two is that you have to then report this, depending on where the school is, but at the Ministry of Education, for example, or KHDA in Dubai. And then that's where you will also need to these legal notices or letters to the school that I mentioned earlier, where you'd have to present them to the authorities to show that this happened, that you've brought it to the attention of the school, because that's one of the requirements for the Ministry of Education and KHDA, that you need to have done something with the school. You need to report it to the school first before you report to the authorities. So you need to show that you have reported this and you have appealed to them and that they have failed to act. And then in that case, the authorities could step in and nudge the school to refund you. So that's step two. However, those authorities may have limited ability to do this because they're just administrative and regulatory authority, not judicial. So they cannot force them to pay you back. They can just reprimand them. But since the school is is closing, I speculate that there may be an issue with the authorities having meaningful effect on the schools, since the school's already closing. So usually the authorities have effect if they can fine them or if they can refuse to renew their license. But since the school is closing, that probably already happened. So then your step three, or your option three, would be just then to file a court case against the school and seek compensation of the remainder of the tuition. So, and in this case, then you will be relying on the same letters that you have written to the school and on your complaints to the authorities. And so you already have proof that you're entitled to a refund. But it is a formal court process that not a difficult one to prove. But then there's obviously the practical side of things. If the school closed, presumably maybe they're having some sort of financial issues, so if they don't have money, it may be more difficult to enforce it. But certainly, you have good chances of it being reinforced, because whoever ran the school, it's not easy to open a school. So most likely the shareholders or the officers and directors are still within the UAE, and you'll be able to have an effective enforcement mechanism to find somebody responsible for the legal entity to pay off the debt.